Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but I just feel like this deal on the Tesla Model 3 is a fantastic deal. So we just got to talk about this, talk about the discount, talk about this fantastic monthly payment that really it's hard to justify this. I mean, it's hard to not be able to justify this monthly payment on a vehicle. So we're going to take a look at that, plus a variety of topics, plus answer any questions that any of you have about buying a Tesla, financing a Tesla, insurance, and everything, ownership history. So we'll talk about that. But before we do any of that, please hit the like button and let's run that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And we just found a credit union on this list that it was 3.99%, but they just raised it. That's kind of the thing with credit unions these days. They keep raising rates. So it is now 4.74% that anybody can qualify and join the credit union, which is still much, much better than the Tesla loan rate at 6.69%, almost 2 whole points better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. You want to get access to the full list of credit unions. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for joining. We've got down below at Sunil and Jalila. Hopefully I said that correctly. Sorry if I messed that up, but let us get into it. So this is the deal right now. There's various discounts on Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. We've been talking about this for the past couple of days, because Tesla basically created their own Black Friday sale and added discounts of $2,500 to $3,500 across Model 3 and Model Y. And you can see, if we want to take a look at Model Y performance, that's where the discounts gets all the way up to $3,579. You can see right here, this Model 3 performance has got a MSRP price of $50,990, and it's got a sale price or inventory price or inventory discounted price of $47,420, which is a $3,579 discount. But of course, the best deal or the best value, in my opinion, is the Model 3 rear-wheel drive, or of course the Model Y rear-wheel drive, in terms of dollar for dollar discount, because right here you can see we've got inventory discounts on these as well, and that brings you down to $36,650, which is based upon the original MSRP of $38,999, which is about a $2,500 discount. Of course, stack this with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving, which that 3 months of full self-driving is valued at about $600. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past and in the future. But this is where it gets even more interesting. If you pop open that Model 3, the cheapest one in inventory that actually exists, you can take a look and see that a lease before state taxes and fees or anything like that is $307 a month. I mean, that is pretty hard to not be able to justify that payment. I mean, there's some places where you're probably spending half of that, if not more, maybe even $150 to $200 a month on gas already. And so you can see here that this can make a lot of sense for a lot of different people, or save a lot of sense for a lot of different people. Of course, this doesn't factor in taxes and fees. If you loop that in, depending on what zip code you're at, some states charge sales tax on the vehicle price. Some states charge sales tax just on the monthly payment. So it can get pretty interesting no matter where you actually end up at. And what's even better on top of this is if you're just looking for a short-term rental, rental, if you just need a vehicle to tide you over, you really want a Tesla, but you've heard so much about this Model 3 Highland, this upgraded Model 3, or you've heard a little bit about the Model Y Juniper, which is going to be coming out at some point as well. And so you really want to just get a vehicle now and wait for the latest and greatest when it actually comes out. This is where it gets even more interesting, because you can do a 24-month lease and the payment basically does not change at all. The down payment and the payment doesn't change really. And so it gets even better of a deal if you're just looking for a short-term type of vehicle. You just want something to tide you over for the next 2 years, be your daily driver. And that's where it gets pretty interesting, because it is $306 a month for a 24-month lease for the same exact vehicle. And on top of that, you can do this for either vehicle. You can do this for the Model 3, you can do this for the Model Y. Model Y is just going to be a little bit more. And the reason why these low monthly payments are happening right now is because there's an inventory discount, $2,000 to $3,000 off. On top of that, there's the $7,500 EV tax credit for Tesla, which they are putting on the lease and itemizing as a big, fantastic discount. And so really the name of the game is here. Just keep stocking the inventory around you. See if there's any other deals that pop up in your area, and just keep looking to see if the bigger the discount that you can find, the better the monthly payment is actually going to be, especially on a lease. Shout out to Owen Sparks for sparking this idea, because he posted this. He's posted this about his parents who just got a Model 3, and of course they were able to take advantage of some other deals and as well as state incentives as well. And so if your state has an incentive, you can, yes, lease the vehicle for the most part in most states, and also get whatever lease incentive or whatever state incentive might actually apply to you as well. I know this used to work in California, and because it's basically considered a vehicle purchase as well. But of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self driving, which is valued at $600. And I know we talked about this yesterday, but here are really all the different prices that are reflected, so you can kind of compare all of them apples to apples in terms of inventory discounts that are around you. Model Y standard range, you can see it goes anywhere from $41,000 to $50,000, and Model 3 standard range goes from $36,650 to $47,500. Of course, you can pause the video right now and really take a screenshot of this so you can see what is actually going on between the different prices. And another quick tip while we're talking about looking at inventory, don't forget there's cars.com as well, where you can see inventory across the country. And I really like cars.com because they actually show you how much of a price discount. They do the math for you, so you can quickly try and scroll through all the different inventory and see which vehicles have the best discounts. Just another update on waiting for Tesla. This seems like it's still down at the moment. You can join the Discord if you're looking to get alerts, but unfortunately TJ is still working on it, and it still is not yet live on the website. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. If you're looking for someone to ask some questions about the Tesla and how to get the best deal on a Tesla, you can do that on my Patreon link down below in the description. After you join, you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description.